Hello rally car fans, we got another one from the brand CM's models, and this time it's the Toyota Celica Twincam Turbo from the 1985 Safari Rally. This is a really grueling rally on the calendar of the WRC. In this year, there are 71 cars entered, but only 20 of them finished. The other 51 of them broke down because it's a rough rally. So this one was driven by Juha Kankonen. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that name correctly though, sorry. Look at that. Pretty cool, right? I guess in this case, we don't have the auxiliary lights here. But I'm not sure if this is from the Safari Rally. Not to sound racist, but just judging by the people in the background, that's what I assumed, but I could be wrong. Okay, let's see here. This 1985 season marked the second straight year that Toyota won this Safari Rally, and this car would have had around 320 horsepower. It would have been all-wheel drive, I imagine. I might be mistaken there. That I didn't look up for sure. Okay, well anyways, let's take a look at this top view here of the number 3 car. Different driver. It says Sweden, so maybe, it says Finland here. That's probably the nationality of the driver. Well, I would guess. I might be wrong again. Looks alright. Okay. Alright, so let's take a look here. So I had to add my own antenna. It was just taped in a bag on the bottom. It's just a friction fit, although sometimes I do have to add some like school glue because sometimes the hole is bigger, I guess. I can't remember on this one, to be honest with you. Alright, looking at the graphics, they're all tampo prints. Very nice. There's none of the wrinkliness of a decal, so they shouldn't crack. Oh, wait, I'm wrong. This is a decal. You can see the clear rectangle around it. So this is what I'm guessing. Maybe this is a tampo print. Well, that makes no sense. I was thinking they tampo print one car, and then each driver gets a decal. But the number 21 would be specific to this driver. So it's a mystery, because I don't see any sort of indication of a decal by this 21 here, nor do I see it even on here. I don't think that's a decal, but it's specifically the number 21 car, right? But here it clearly is a decal, so it's weird. It's a strange mix of printing and decals. Alright, it would have been nice if there was black paint here, just like in the photograph. But, oh well. It does have black paint here, though. Some sort of vent, I guess. A couple more vents up here. The wheels are kind of weak. It would have been nice to have some black paint wash in there, or even better, some air passing between those spokes. But the tires, they don't seem too bad. There's some curvature to the sidewall. They're a little slap-sided, though. They're definitely not... I kind of feel like they want to have a little more curvature to them. Alright, looks like we got some tiny rivet marks here on this little plate here. It's probably to protect the fender from rocks and stuff. There's another vent here, and then this door handle seems to be like kind of flush, but not. Like there's a recess there. So that's interesting. On the real car, this thing seems to be black. So I don't know if that's a real vent or what, but they seem to have missed out on the black paint there. It's nice that they printed on the windows. The little sliding window there. The black blobby mirror, there's no silver paint though. And then, yeah, okay. It's really boxy, tall vehicle. Like, look how tall this is. This amount of quarter panel above the fender. It's really an interesting car. I don't recall ever seeing this car ever before until I bought this model. Okay, so it seems to be some vents back here. So maybe there's a radiator here. Maybe the air goes in and then it goes out. Alright, nice plastic lenses here. A really lame exhaust tip. I mean, that thing is so huge. It would have been nice if they had a depression there. Oh, I'm now noticing it says Turbo and then Toyota Celica here. And then this license plate would probably it will match the real car. Yeah, it does. This side looks pretty much the same. Where's the fuel filler? Oh, look, yeah, so it's running a racing tank in the trunk. So that's the fuel filler. So if, it would have been nice to have black right here, maybe. Or maybe Well, I don't know. Maybe it's silver on the real car. Okay. Well, going to the bottom, CM's never has anything. They never have any text on the bottom. These treads are a little weird as well. They're definitely not treads you would run in a Safari Rally. These would look more like rain tires for like Formula 1. So that's a weird one. Weird choice there. It is press fit together, so repairs and modifying will be difficult. There's some little mud guards molded in here. Okay. So going to the front is pretty cool. You know, you got the clear plastic headlights, but then you got these 4 additional lights, and then these are built into the body, and they all have the printing of the headlight covers. Cibi? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. There's a license plate. It's just blocked by the brush guard. Alright, and then there's a little texture in the grills with some black paint. The brush guard isn't actually super thick and goofy looking. It's definitely thicker than the real car, but it doesn't look as bad as it could have been. You know, if it was a Hot Wheels, it'd be really thick, or not even there at all. And it is spaced apart from the actual front end, so that does seem pretty realistic. Okay. I'm now noticing there's some hood pin latches there on the back too. Okay. So it's pretty cool. Well, I'm also noticing some super small wiper blades. I kind of feel like that's too small. They're so thin. They don't cover much of the windshield as well. I feel like they're too short. They don't overlap like a real set of wiper blades do. Alright, so being really nitpicky there. But pleasantly, I don't see much paint rash. There's a little bit going on here, but it's not a total disaster. I'm guessing this model is at least 10 years old, maybe 15. So it could have been a lot worse. I'm quite happy I got this one. I feel like lucky that I got this. So I guess the interior, let's see if we can get some shots here. Sometimes they have like seat harnesses. Well, it looks like there's molded seat harnesses, but there's no color on them. Is there a spare tire? Sometimes I see spare tires in these CMs. No, I don't see that either. No spare tire, just a silver roll cage it seems. And then just molded in details. Like, I think there's a fire extinguisher canister in front of that seat, but it's not painted red. Okay. Yeah, and then the dashboard, I think there's some molded in dials, but no color to them. So, it's one of the weaker ones from CM. Sometimes you'll see some decals in there. But, that's okay. I mean, no one else is going to make this model ever again in 164, I imagine. I think that might be the car running in the rally. You know, in this Africa rally, you gotta dodge, apparently, what are those, baboons? I'm sure they have to dodge wildebeests, antelopes, cheetahs, all sorts of animals running around, so... Okay, so from 1985, I believe the actual winner of the entire season was this Peugeot 205. This guy. Significantly smaller. Right, much more nimble. Alright, let's see what else I have from this era. Tron BX4 is reminiscent of like a Audi Quattro, but even uglier. So, and then I think the last one I'll pull out here is a Mitsubishi Starion from 1984. Let's get rid of this one because the Peugeot did win. Alright. So all these models are by CMs. CMs, they made some regular road cars like Lamborghinis, but they seem to have concentrated on all these rally cars. Not only the championship winning ones like this, but the more random ones like these two. So it's quite nice. It's my goal to get one of each of their castings, but since they were out of business for a while, they're quite expensive, so it's not going to happen overnight. Alright, let's let this guy spin on its own. This is such a unique car. I'm going to pull out the the podium one. Might be too tall. Alright, well, it's an interesting model, an interesting car. I never knew about this car in real life, so I'm happy to learn a little bit about it by collecting this CM's version of it. And it's definitely got its shortcomings. The wheels are not very well detailed, but I do like the fact that it still has the plastic headlights and taillights, you know, and the little roll cage inside, and all these extra, you know, fog lights and stuff on the front. I think that's what makes it look really cool. Alright, well, I'm going to collect more of these things, so there'll be more videos to come. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one.